To another wonderful day at the agency, and today with my co-host Yuki, we'll be going into the grim, dark future of the 41st millennium in the well-received game Rogue Trader.
I'm in danger.
I'll save that for later. Save that for later. It's we haven't even started, but all right. For anyone who is unaware of the 41st Millennium and Warhammer 40,000 or Warhammer 40K, as I will generally prefer to it, is a massive, extensive, unbelievably rich and deep lore setting. And this being one of the first CRPGs has been a long interest on my end. Though I believe, Yuki, you have had the general pop culture osmosis for Warhammer slowly seeping into your life, but are fairly unaware of it, correct?
Yeah, that's relatively accurate. Like, I've had some, vague exposure to the 40K universe for the past, 20 years. But I've never really delved into it explicitly myself, aside from playing some, of the, what was the name of that RTS? I'm already forgetting the name of it.
Dawn of War, I was
Dawn of
probably
War,
referring
yeah.
to.
Which,
not a bad way to get into it.
Side note about Dawn of War, just because it's a funny story, I originally pirated the game, and I liked it enough to buy it, and then I couldn't play it with the purchased version because of the DRM on it, and was forced to play the pirated version even though I paid for it.
Oh, early 2000s. You were a very weird time. That would be the early teens, wouldn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so we are going to go through the character selection. Yuki, everyone on Yuki's side, there are a handful of odd mechanics in this game. This being Owlcat's first really rendition into a multiplayer CRPG. So while there is much I like, you can't actually start a campaign in cooperative mode.
Yeah, so for the first part here, I have Agent streaming to me, and I have Agent stream up on my screen here. So we'll be following along from Agent's perspective up until I'm able to join into the fray directly.
Which is the character creator and the first bit of dialogue and lore dumps. So, yeah, I mean, literally the first conversation. Once you get out of that, I can add you into the game. I just cannot add you as I make the game and as I talk to, and as I have the tutorial conversation.
Which, it makes a certain amount of sense that you couldn't add people during the character creator.
Yep. But speaking of which, new game. All right, scenario, main story. I don't know if you have to have Void Shadow yourself or if I can just have you in because of it. We'll leave it on for now because the problems will arise if I right afterwards. Like I said, I can just power blitz through that without going through stuff. I can just kind of I can do it within 5 minutes, but we will take a little time in the first set. But okay, so let's see here. Take up the mantle of a rogue trader, the scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorates and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of Von Valentius as it faces multiple threats from within its own ranks and without, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It's up to you to hold the reins of this shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the Von Valentius dynasty, currently fighting itself in a vortex of wars, intrigue, calamities, and heresy. The stakes are high and rise even higher as you cross paths with terrifying and powerful abominations, adversaries in the darkness of the Coronis expanse. I was surprised I'm able to belch that out the way I did. Okay, there's your pre-set up. Game difficulties. One thing I will say is the customization you can add to this game, I think even puts Baldur's Gate to shame in a little bit.
This does look a lot like the most recent Owlcat, Pathfinder game I played in terms of the difficulty, sliders.
Yep, we will not be going any harder than normal, or even custom. I do kind of like this. We will be keeping it above story. What's a grim darkness?
One thing I would recommend, you might want to make sure that friendly fire is off.
Okay, we might go do that. I'm just kind of curious as to what the heck grim darkness is. Challenge for the bloodiest of Lord Captains who want to...
I'm guessing that's permadeath mode, but...
Yep. Okay, where is half cover hit, party momentum, monitors, skill test modifier, enemy damage, space, combat difficulty. I'm not seeing friendly fire.
Huh. I'm just kind of assuming that there's a setting for it, but there might not be.
It might not be in the game, but yeah.
Let's see.
There.
Yep, yeah. Hold down a little?
That's as far as it goes.
Guess that's all of it. Okay.
Maybe there isn't any friendly fire. Here's hoping.
Okay, well.
Okay, we have 3 pre-made characters here, custom.
Yeah.
Okay, portraits. What do we have here? I feel like this should be at the end.
Usually it would be, but, like, I'm kind of okay with engines putting it on either side, because sometimes you want to kind of choose the portrait first and build around it. Whereas, otherwise, occasionally you get to the end and then realize that there's no portraits that accurately represent the character you built.
Yep, and... Oh, custom. Like, is this... Oh, that is straight import, so nope, we will not be doing that.
I mean, you could import a PNG of your VTube model to help it differentiate who you are.
We might do that later, but for now I'm just going to stick with this. Okay. Oh, look at the butt chops. Look at them.
And this is why we have the nudity and sexual content warnings.
Oh, full. Okay. I wasn't expecting it to... Okay, that's just weird that doesn't have a identifier on it, but... Not a lot of choices for the face. I like that. And 3 body types. Yeah, basic. Skin tone. Oh, not too bad. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. The fact that that's a starting hairstyle is great.
1700s judge future style.
Okay, you're not wrong. Remember, this is a heavily British style game as well, so... Alright, I'm kind of going there. Hair color, a little bit lighter. Eyebrows, not a big thing. Beards! Sorry, I'm going to squeeze through a few of these. Oh, there's a beard. Butt chops.
Are those spikes in the beard, or bombs, or what? I couldn't really tell.
These, braids.
Oh, okay, so those are just, like, hair ties that are... Got it.
Yep. Pure neck beard. Extended neck beard. Handlebar neck beard.
Extended neck beard?
Ultra neck beard. Ooh. My God, these are all, like, some of these are...
In the future, we have maximum neck beard.
Oh, that's,
Your status is determined by the amount of neck beard only that you have.
There is a faction in this series whose rank is determined by the size of their knife.
I would believe that, especially among the orcs, but...
Oh no, that's a human faction.
Hmm.
They live on a planet that's commonly referred to as Ultra Space Australia.
Well, I mean, it does feel, though, like it would be very easy to just get a bigger knife. And I'm also reminded of the Simpsons episode where they keep, the aliens talk about the humans making bigger boards with bigger nails in them until they destroy themselves.
Okay, this franchise is the definition of that concept.
Yep, sounds about right.
Okay, Imperial Eagle on the back. I'm not a big tattoo guy normally. I think I'll leave it as that. The Imperial Aquila, the twin-headed eagle with one facing the future, one facing to the past, with only the eye to the future open.
So,
in
other words, don't learn anything from the past. Got it.
The past is, the past leads to, the past is only there to hold you back. Press ever forward. That's a faceplate. That is a literal faceplate. Oh my mother of God! Oh, okay. It's a nose freaking. That's bolted on top of his nose.
Your government mandated surgical face implants have arrived.
Don't. You joke, but iron jaw. Oh. Okay, I kind of like that. Wait, we can pick two. So we can pick two in a combination of two of these. It's probably here somewhere, so we'll ignore that one. Bolts. Oh, what?
Kind of reminds me of Colossus.
Yeah. Okay. Nose plate or chin plate? What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like the nose plate is almost a little redundant with the forehead plate. I guess the chin plate.
Okay, I can see that. We're auto set to bold female for some reason.
Makes perfect sense.
Okay, those are both very British.
I am but a vessel for the higher purpose.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
I've played enough games now. I kind of like trying to see if I can recognize any of the voices they bring in here.
This could be an opportunity.
Macro cannons, open fire.
Okay.
Let chaos paint the stars red.
Rend the flesh, shatter the spirit.
I'm not really recognizing any of these.
What curiosity unveils itself before me?
Behold the wrath of madness.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Why is Mad Male just Scottish?
Okay, there we go. Turned up the stream volume a little bit.
Oop, that was a little bad.
It was a little bit low.
Watch this spectacle unfold.
Yeah, Mad Male is just Scottish for some. It's a British made.
We have purified the fit for the fond Phalancius annals.
I like bold. All right, I will go with bold on that one. All right, now to the actual character creation bits. First off, we get to pick our home world. So we have Death World, Voidborn, Hive World, Forge World, Imperial World, or Fortress World.
Hive World sounds like it would actually be controlled not by the humans, but...
Okay, so what Hive World is in the 41st millennium, humanity doesn't live generally on planets when they reach a certain mass. They live in what's called hive cities. These will be cities the size of the state of Ohio, roughly, or the entire state of New York as a single city. If you're familiar with Judge Dredd Mega City 1, only pile that on top of itself, so it'll go from ground level to orbit with a population in the hundreds of billions. Hive worlds will have several of these cities on them.
Ah, okay, so not the kind of hive that I was anticipating.
Yep, that's kind of why I wanted to explain that one, because I know that one's a little confusing. You know, hive worlds are... Ooh. They don't... Like, out of all the worlds here, they are... Yeah, I was going to say the hardest to take, but I'm kind of looking at Death World, Forge World, and Fortress World. It's like, no, those are all fairly harder to take, actually. Imperial Worlds might be the easiest. All right, each one gives us a bit of number. Death World survival instincts. Funny enough, the planet with the the size of your knife is your rank. Katakan, also a Death World. It's everything on the planet is carnivorous, including the plants.
Yeah, that tracks for Space Australia.
The deadliest animal in the universe is born there. The Katakan barking toad. A poison so deadly is produced by it when it's scared. And when I mean produced by it, I mean the toad explodes and releases a poison so toxic, even an environmental suit won't protect you from it.
Well, that seems problematic.
Oh, it's it's a very deadly world. Voidborn space, high world, strength and numbers. So, yeah, survival instincts if you're born on a death world. Fortune, voidborn, parry dodge, more where your surroundings. Strength and numbers for a high world. You know, when you live in a city whose population numbers in hundreds of billions, yeah. Forge World, an entire world dedicated to manufactorums. Yeah, you better with tech. Imperial, humanity's finest. Alright, you get an extra 10 bonus points. Oh, Fortress World specialty, never stop shooting. Oh, Imperial Fortress Worlds are nuts. They are exactly what they sound like. An entire planet turned over into a bulwark. Funded by other Imperial Hive Worlds, Forge Worlds, and other and Agri Worlds.
Combat addict.
What?
Oh, one of the talents for Fortress World was Combat Addict.
Yeah, it's I think one of the most famous Cadian troops. They're by the age of 5, you're supposed to be able to field strip a gun. So yeah, a little bit of I can't get out of the fight. Hail to steel. Spare, I guess it's okay. Perception, willpower, but minus to fellowship. I kind of wanted to play a pure Imperial loyalist, just because I am better to die for the Emperor.
Yep.
That sounds like a strong perk. Imperial worlds are actually the closest you get to standard worlds. We'll start there. Okay, humanity's finest, so we get an extra buff. I will go back to fellowship, because I do have an idea what we want to build. So I will take extra charisma.
Are you making a space bard? The silence speaks volumes.
No and yes. The class we actually will be going with, because this is where we get to pick our class, which is Astro Militarum Commander, Commissar, Crime Lord, Ministorum Priest, Navy Officer, Noble, and Sanctioned Psyker. anyone confused by most of these are self-explanatory. Ministorum priest. Yeah, government workers are technically holy or anointed, ordained, not ordained. Basically, if you work for the Ministorum, you're technically also a minor priest. So bureaucracy is holy. People take this franchise seriously. Astro Militarum Commander. No, we will be going with Commissar for this, though. Ooh, nice little zoom in on that, because they get the fanciest of hats. Yep, Commissars are the officio prefectoris and ruthless officers charged with maintaining the morale, discipline, and fighting spirit of their Astro Militarum regiments. You used to be one of the faithful servants of the God Emperor, a living symbol of imperial authority. You're regarded with a mix of fear and awe by their subordinates. Commissars don't technically hold a military rank. They sit outside the command structure, but have the authority of a judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to military law.
So more military police / military tribunal.
And military priest. Because maintaining the faith in the religion of the troops is also part of their choices, are part of their duties. They are a very fun and laughed at group because they get the big fancy hats and they get shot in the back as much as they get shot in the front. Yep, special skill, summary execution. Commander kills the target. Oh, that's actually a different one than I thought it was. But yeah, they are generally feared and not well liked by anyone around them.
I see.
But have the authority to shoot you in the head at any given situation for almost any reason.
So they're Judge Dredd.
No, technically they are in charge. They outrank the police. I only state that because there is a faction that is legit Judge Dredd, co-created by the creators of Judge Dredd. So it's almost a one for one. Remember, this was built in the office. Warhammer lore was created in the offices that made the heavy metal comics that Judge Dredd and a bunch of the darker English stuff came out of. So a lot of overlap.
Gotcha.
All right. Triumphs. Apex of brilliance, illustrious glory, or feats of greatness. I am a smart man. Let's go with that. Darkest hour. Grim portents. Brand of shame. Shadow of torment. Ooh. Beaten up by rebelling guardsmen. Falsely accused of cowardice. Or haunted by all the men I could not save. I'm a bit lenient towards those who will give their lives in holy service of the God Emperor. I'm going to get very fun with it. And we have the interesting thing. So as you level up, you'll get to pick new classes that'll offer new things to you, all leading into the Exemplar. I do not know what most of this means.
Looks like you need multiple class configurations to get to Exemplar.
Or this is the trees you can go down, I believe.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, I do like a lot of these. I think we will go with Officer. Yep, willpower and fellowship. Key features, bring it down. Voice of command. So, commanding officer. I like that. And then finally, to our characteristics. We have 30 points to spend and can double up on any skill twice. Well, I'm a commanding officer, so fellowship, right? Apparently I'm already good at melee, so let's up that a little bit better.
And everything
Oh.
else is a dump stat.
Yeah, kind of. Just kind of like toughness and ballistics. So yeah, weapon skill, ballistics, toughness, willpower, and fellowship. Sound too bad, right?
I don't know, if you're really focusing on weapon skill, it feels like you'd want more strength rather than ballistic skill, but what do I know?
Heavier weapons can require more strength too. All right, but I think I like that. All right, we get to pick between two starting ships. The Sword class frigate, which... Oh, it's... Okay, I'm curious, like, if you had to compare, how big do you think this ship is? Just looking at it like this.
Well, I'm guessing each of those little pods on the side is like an escape pod. Seeing some things that look like kind of a cathedral up there. So, I'm gonna say this is about the size of a medium medieval city?
Not too bad of a guess. Those aren't escape pods. Those are the cannons who load shells the size of freight trains.
The round things?
Like right around here.
I can't see your mouse.
Oh, really? Okay. On like the lower sides or like on the side, like the middle of the ship?
No, I'm talking like just behind the like front faceplate of the ship. There's a series of 4 little round things.
Yep, those are cannons.
Huh, okay.
This ship, miles size-wise, maybe 2 miles long. I believe. No, actually, there's 1.6 kilometers in length. I forgot the stats are actually
closer to a little under 1 mile, I think.
You might be right on that one. And we also can pick between the
I think
Firestorm class frigate.
2.2 kilometers is 1 mile off the top of my head, if I'm not mistaken.
With a crew of 26,000. Okay. I had the DLC Storm class frigate, so that's not too bad. But okay, we do
no,
have
I was
to.
wrong. It's almost exactly 1 mile.
Okay, so it's about a mile long. Neat. Hey, so small medieval town is pretty accurate still, I would say. What do we want to name the ship though? I think we'll go with the Firestorm class here. I like this a little bit more. We have the Unforgiven, Mercy of the Stars, Invictum Erebus. I don't know what that means. Exile of the Clip. Ooh, Harbinger of War. Any
We're a
suggestions?
merchant vessel, aren't we?
Yeah, we're. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Fine. I guess that might be it. Yes, you make a good point. Apex Predator. Fear of the Faithless. Oh my God! I guess. Oh, Void Trender.
Void Trender might be reasonably, that could definitely be the name of a merchant vessel.
I like that. Yep. Okay, let us see. I'm loving the mustache with this too. Portrait. That's not too far
Feels
off,
like
honestly.
the mustache would get caught on the jaw plate, but
Ooh, I have a little bit bad perception here, but logic is a lot better. And stats aren't too named. Okay, what do we have for random name generator? Ignis, Arbre, Macaria. Yeah, okay, no, that's I'm not gonna unpack that in the lore, but no, absolutely not. Constranos, Wilbur. Wilbur.
That'll do,
No.
Pig. That'll do.
Oh, okay, no, we are Agent Q. We will be going with my name. All right. Yuki, are you ready? Is your chat picking up this?
As far as I know.
Okay. Let us begin then. I will remember to take out the drawer that's on my heater on my PC just to make sure it doesn't need to cool itself more.
Upper decks leading to the ship's back rooms.
All right, let us begin.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Yeah, great sense of scale, isn't it, right off the bat? Okay, what do we have here? Oh, sorry.
That really gives you the importance that they place on religion in their lives.
Yep. Yeah, I think this isn't even a temple.
You know, this is just like the ship's little built-in cathedral.
Yep. I am going to move you back to the other side because I'm realizing we're both sitting covering up text here. Give me a second on that. I'm using my full screen setup here. All right. All right. What kind of person? Oh yeah, who walks up to somebody and starts a conversation like that? Have we met?
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Ah. Neat. Yeah, because they knew this game was going to be lore heavy, so...
I think they had the same system in the last Pathfinder game, too.
Okay, Rogue Trader, yep. Yeah, basically a noble lineage able to trade outside of the Imperium of Mankind. All right, name and rank. Division Commander of Office Prefectoris, Agent Q, Xanathon.
My regards, Commissar.
I'm curious who
Finding
there
you
is
was a
to trade with
difficult
outside the
task
Imperium
given your
of Man.
parents'
Isn't it
fate.
just like the
And
cow?
your upbringing in the Schola Progenium. Truly, our meeting is an act of providence, is it not?
There are actually other races in unaligned humans out in the universe the Imperium has not brought to heel yet.
Oh, I see, okay.
Rogue traders not only act as people for setting up trade lanes and moving resources, but also spies for the Imperium.
Gotcha.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Okay. Just seek me out. Let's see. Master of Whisper. I feel like asking what the Master of Whispers does feels like okay. If you're your first time into a fantasy or RPG setting, I can kind of see not knowing that, but I feel like that's self-explanatory.
Especially these days where most people have seen Game of Thrones.
Was Master of Whispers a title in that, or
It absolutely was. That was one of the titles that was held in the capital city for the group that would meet at the table for the king. There was a
All right,
Master of
then.
Coin, a Master of Ships, Master of Whispers.
all right then? All right, well, let's see here. Weirdly, a lot of choices for that one. You say one of the rogue traders here, so there's another candidate.
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
This is just ask. I'll tell you about the one on whose ship I. Tell me about the one on whose ship I have found myself. Well, there's some old timey English.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Okay then. A bit more on the warrant of trade there because that is a bit important. To be a rogue trader, you must have that, which is the only way you are allowed to operate outside the Imperium's borders, other than being a military action. Warrants of trade can only be gifted by the High Lords of Terra, generally.
Function's a
Or-
little bit different, but it definitely reminds me of, like, the, writs that they would give to, the
Privateers?
privateers, yeah.
Very similar on that end, although rogue traders are, like I said, more a spy network and merchant network than a privateer network.
Yeah.
Although they can be that if they so choose. Raiding other factions is a legit way to expand on what their capabilities are. Okay, curious title, Master Wisp. No, why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. I see that you are shocked. Yes, you understood correctly. Lady Theodora's authority indeed supersedes that of those whom you obeyed before. The Lord Captain's power is so great that she is capable of performing unthinkable feats, such as changing the fate of a servant of the Imperium. Your fate.
Yep. One of the biggest reasons why this is such a big thing, the commissar title and the rank we currently held as making our character creation is normally a title and position that is, once you've acquired it, you do not you do not get to put it down or retire. Putting on the black is to the day you die, is what commonly referred to it as.
So, just like taking the black in Game of Thrones. Got it.
Okay, Game of Thrones, I will let you use the comparison, but I do want it to be stated, this franchise predates Game of Thrones by like 30 years.
Well, yes. Although, I'm not sure it predates the book series by quite as much.
Early 80s?
Let's find out. Go ahead and keep going, I'll look that up.
Okay. Alright.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord's Captain and Master Ethelthred von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
All right, then. Okay. So we will save to start off with. And we can... Yeah.
Follow my lead.
We can-
Song of Fire and Ice didn't come out until 1996.
Oh, wow, that's not...
It's older than you thought, I think. Like,
Yes, by quite a bit, actually. Okay, Yuki, if you are ready, I do have the game. We are ready to go. Yeah, it's just that little bit you have to get through before you can add people in.
gotcha. Let me get to the proper screen for that and get out of the stream real quick here.
Okay. Everyone in chat, thank you for giving us a little bit patient with that. I know this can be a bit thing. You have to get through some stuff. Alright, am I good to close down the secondary stream?
You can go ahead and close down the secondary stream. I popped out of that already.
Yep, I was just...
Cooperative mode here. And I imagine you're creating the lobby.
Yep. Oop, I don't know who I sent that invitation to. I'm not saying you have my friends to invite. That's weird.
It's because of my privacy settings. I can set myself differently if that will be helpful.
Yep, or... Because I do need to invite you with,
Okay, try now.
There you are. Invitation sent. Okay, yep, you don't have Void Shadow, so we will not be doing that content then. Got it. And we are ready to launch again.
I could always pick it up if it would be helpful.
Yeah, maybe. And... And it doesn't want to let me start now, so... Blast it. Okay.
Give me a second.
Oh, wait, you're actually going to go grab it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I might make a later date on that, but okay, because that does help out. Because do you know the way like Owlcat likes to do their DLCs?
I have some experience with it at least, yeah.
Yeah, so like their DLCs aren't just in-game content; they actually go throughout the game.
Mm-hmm. I might have to relaunch the game.
Yeah, you probably will actually. So,
Alright, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and put myself on the BRB screen real quick while I get that sorted out. That's all for this episode. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, or join me on Twitch or Twitter. Hope to see you next time on Yukikaze Gaming. Botany!